Hi guys, Wanko713. So we're back with another RPG tutorial for Orion's kit. This time it's actually going to be a plugin that a lot of people have. You may have seen this in many RPG games. More specifically, the one that you saw in my last live stream, Exterius. I was thinking that there was another RPG game that I think it's Excalibur, the BW King 16 played, and it basically it's what I'm talking about is boss dialogues. I'm going to show you how to add boss dialogues to your RPG game.
Zombie apocalypse.
So, what you want to do is you want to grab it's this add-on right here. I know it says it's Forever Sign V2, but it works with Orion's kit. What you're gonna do is you're gonna click this add-on. I'll attach the link to this in the description. But what you want to do is see it spawns three things. It spawns a dialogue box, dialogue UI, and dialogue. What you want to do first is put this in Starter GUI. You want to enable the UI, and basically you're gonna want this plugin. I'll attach the link to the description as well. The creator, unless if the creator already did this, no, it did not. So what you want to do is you want to open it up, enable the UI. You want to use the text to scale plugin, or you can experiment yourself. But what you want to do is you want to do unit conversion and press scale. And then you're going to do this for the boss name. Press scale, back, scale. You may be wondering why I'm doing this. Because when it's set to offset, it looks ginormous on cell phones. Actually, if you want, I can show you. So the reason why is because if I were to go to test and view it as cell phone, see how this button's really big, the entire thing's big. This is why I was saying that you really want to convert this to scale. And then now if I converted this all to scale, if I were to use the cell phone, it doesn't always work perfectly, but basically, see, now it looks a lot better and it scales it down to size. Now you want to disable it. You don't want that to show up. You just want to do it so you can fix the bug for when you have players play on the cell phone. The next thing you want to do is there's a remote here. You're going to put this in replicated storage and remotes. This prompts the dialogue to spawn in. And then the way the dialogues work, BW King 16 will probably do a video on this as well. But you have this thing called activate that you put in a part. It's whenever the user touches the part. You can have up to 4 dialogues. You cannot have any more than 4 dialogues. Unless if maybe you can go into the script and modify it. I don't know what these mean, but you do have to put true or hit parent.name. Yeah, I still don't fully understand it, but basically what happens is if I were to if I were to, like, let's see where the part is, right here. If I were to play right here, and if I were to play and I don't know where the part is. It's somewhere around here. But basically, yeah. See, it says, "Oh, hi there." And the way it works is you use these arrows and you can say, "Pretty cool, yep, what?" But you might be like, "This is the shortest video ever. This is very easy." I'm gonna show you some more advanced things that I've learned you can do. So another cool thing you can do is if you go under TP, you can put the activates. Like if you ever have those portal bosses, for example, you can even put it in the portal. Um, And actually, that might be more effective to do it that way. But you can put it in the what I just did, the part right here, right? And what this will do is maybe we can change this to 1, and we can say let's see here, SMG4. Um, we can say, "Oh, hi there," and we can say, you know, "Have you seen Mario?" Um, and I guess we could just end it here. And then, but remember, you have to change this to like how many you have. So like in this case, I have 2. So the way it works is, um, this goes to the player. This tells you, okay, you have to put this in because this is saying, okay, you're going to fire the client to the player. This is how many dialogues you're going to have. This is the boss name, and then these are your dialogues, including the true. But it is a little bit confusing, but yeah, that is how it works. And then if I were to go ahead and play it, and then go through the portal. Oh, there is one extra thing you have to do if you want to do that. You have to make sure that the player can touch it. So like right here, you have to say "can touch." Right here, "can touch." Now, that's not the way they do it in the RP in Mr. Castor's game. It's not how they do in Exteriors, but this works. But what you could do alternatively is like let's say you didn't want to change these, right? You didn't want that to happen. You could put it in the portals. So like in the portal room, you can put this inside the hitbox. I believe the hitbox because the hitbox, yeah, because the hitbox already has touch. That'll work too. And but the thing is if you do that and they're not of level, as long as they touch it, that will appear. So that could be a problem, right? Because that they'll be able to see the dialogue before they reach the level requirement, which is why I recommend you doing the TP part. But then at the same time, um, you know, you can touch the TP part, but see like right here. You see what I'm saying? Like the dialogue still appeared. But that's pretty much how that works. This is a very short video, but I guess I could use the rest of the time to figure out how to do this. But another thing I guess you could try is you can obviously put it in anything, any part you can touch, like even the spawn. You can put an activate script as long as user's standing on it, the dialogue won't go away. You can put it in the healing fountain. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. But let's try something. What happens if I take this out? Then why would you even have this? Why would you even have the thing that says true? Okay, what happens if I say false? What does BW King want? Oh. Um, yeah, this doesn't even matter. You don't even need this. You don't even need the true false. I just figured that out. So I could get rid of this. I could get rid of the true right here and just have the next dialogue. I think that would work. This is a Calypso's kit. You know, Calypso, if you're watching this, feel free to comment to explain more about what... Oh. I need to break the course first. Wait, what? So I guess you do have to put true. That's the only way. Because that's how it works. There we go. I guess let's see what happens. This is another thing I kind of wanted to try. I'm just gonna go ahead and so this simulates 5 dialogues. So theoretically, if I'm right about this, this should not work. This should throw an error because the maximum is 4. Correct. Okay. So, see, the maximum is 4 dialogues. You can't have more than 4, but there might be a way to expand it if you go into the script, maybe. But yeah, so yeah, the maximum you can have is 4. You can only have up to 4 dialogues. But here's another cool thing you can do. You could actually have you can actually you don't have to use this just for bosses. I mean, you do have the quest dialogue, you know, that's different, you know, that way you're actually talking to an NPC. But like if you want to have like dialogue of just like your person talking to yourself, you can use this. I mean, or you could use this for like a tutorial, like how to play, you know, as long as you can fit in 4 dialogues. But a lot of many RPGs though use this for specifically boss dialogue. Now, another thing I'm curious about that I want to try is this is so stupid. Wait, I probably shouldn't do it to this mob. This mob has the ability from BW King 16's ability video. Let's do it to the thief. Um, I want to see if you can use this for defeat dialogues as well. I have a feeling that this is not going to work. This is only if you were to collide with the mob. Just knowing how you know, mobs work in the game, but I just kind of wanted to try that. Yeah. See, I was right about that. And see, it's not even defeated. Oh my god. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I guess the script could be modified, possibly. I'm not really sure. I guess what you could do is if you wanted to have a defeat, you could have a different part, like a different place in the map that it puts you when you defeat the boss, and then you can have the dialogue there. But as you just saw, that's only if you I kind of had a feeling that that's how it worked. I mean, I guess another thing I could test out is what if you were to hit the thief with a ranged weapon, or you know, use a staff. So I guess that's one thing I could test out. Nope. See, it's only specifically when you, cause see, I can even use see, it's only going to be when he gets, yeah, like that. And see, if I were to try to defeat him, it's only going to be when you step on him. So, yeah, that's not going to work. Um, I thought I would go ahead and try, but I guess you could have. This is how you have him say a dialogue if you want it when he touches the player, I guess. um, sure, there's a way you can modify the script so that it would work like that, but yeah, well, most of those games don't even have anything for when you defeat them, but I thought I would try. But you have the general picture now about how to use it, and I'll go ahead and attach both the both the kit, the add-on, or and the auto scale light. There is another plugin that I recommend y'all getting. If you just want my personal recommendations on what plugins you should have, you should uh you should get part to terrain. So what this does is it allows you to, if you want to make terrain maps with RPG games, um, all you have to do is like, let's say we include a part, right? And you may be wondering how I get the water, right? The water in Ravecraft, you know, the into Kid C. All you do is you make a part like this. You use this plugin called Part to Terrain. You can honestly select anything. You can make this grass, you can make this water, but if you make it water, you just select it. It spawns in the water, and then all you have to do is now by default there will be something called delete. You want to turn that off. Delete part when converted. You usually turn that off. I know it looks kind of weird afterwards, but yeah. Oh, that's probably why it didn't work before. Never mind. Existing terrain will not be overwritten. Yeah. This basically allows you so when it collides with another thing with the terrain, it won't affect it. Because you might be thinking that it might affect it, right? This basically makes it so it's not affected. Yeah, but you can use almost anything here, and then you just hit X, and then it goes back to the the setting you have. And all you have to do is just drag that part in the server storage. This way, if you want to redo the terrain, it's very easy. But like, see, now I can go and play, and I can go ahead and hop in. I can hop in right here, and you can swim. It works too. Doesn't work with the mobs. I'll show you with the mobs. There is something that I guess I wonder if it's possible to make a swimming UI. I'll let you know when swimmable mobs are possible. But see, like, watch this. They'll try to jump, right? But they ignore water. But yeah, the ability still works. Now you may be wondering, well, how do you get rid of it? How do you get rid of any terrain? So what you do is, if you decide you don't want it anymore or you want to edit it, then what you do is you go to server storage. Wait, where did I put the part? Did I not put it in server storage? Oh, I put it in server script service, bruh. I meant to put it in server storage right here. But I guess that works too. Um, you really want to put it in server storage. But all you have to do is bring it back out to workspace. It'll be right here. You use the plugin. You select this, which is air. You select it, it's gone. And that's literally all you have to do. And then if I were to put this in server storage, gone. But see, you can use it to see, like if you wanted to make it taller or shorter, that's also how you would do it. You just convert it to air, make the change, convert it back. But you can also, you don't have to just use water. You can use grass. If you want to make a rock wall, for example, you can do that. Um, you can, it's like if I were to convert this back to air, I could select the rock, right? You got yourself a rock wall. See? I mean, it doesn't look like a wall, but that's how you could do it. So this is how you can easily make terrain worlds. I mean, obviously you can use the terrain editor right here, and I mean, you can actually use the paint thing, right? Right? I could use paint, and let's say I want, part of this. Where's sand, right? You can paint easily like that. See, like now part of it's rock, part of it's sand. You can you can draw you can draw terrain like this. It is kind of glitchy, but like, see, look, now you can have these hilly worlds that you always wanted, right? Um, and you can always decrease the size too, the brush size, and you can actually, like, see right here. So, and then you can, I guess, readjust the camera and you can make it go up like this, right? So you can make a hilly terrain as well. It's very interesting. And did I mention that it comes in other shapes too? So that's the circular one, right? You can make a square. Like, see, there's a square. You can make a cylinder. Oh, and this applies to paint as well. So if you wanted to paint the terrain later, go to paint, and like, let's say we wanted to select rock. You can paint this, but you can also paint as a box if you wanted to. Like, you could paint this as a box. You could paint this as a cylinder to existing terrain. BW King 16 is probably not going to want this in his world, but I wanted to show you just how to do it because it's pretty awesome. Now, I know that this is a general tutorial. You don't have, this doesn't just apply to RPGs, but I know that terrain's been popular with the modern day RPG world. So I'm going to go ahead and just, undo the terrain I just drew. But that's one of the main plugins I wanted to show that I recommend. BW King 16 probably shows it in his as well. And he actually is the one that recommended it to me. And the other one, as you just saw, is Auto Scale Light. You can actually scale the text as well. And you can add a constraint. So what this does is if you want it to, if it doesn't look good on phones, you can add a constraint. It's just like a well constraint with the mobs, but it adds a constraint to a UI weapon so it maintains its shape. It will adapt the scale size to keep its shape. Unit conversion, that's the thing where you can convert, you want to use this to convert the offset to scale. Then there's something called scale text, which is, I don't know what that does. You select a GUI object with text property and click this button to scale the text. So what that theoretically does is that that should like if I wanted to select let's say oh there's another thing that I missed in the quest tutorial that BW King 16 showed. But basically, if you were to go into the shop um and like go to the head or union, sorry, get the attachment. Um, I know you already showed this BW King 16, but there's also kind of another thing too. I don't know if he did this here or not, but if you go under the Start GUI and Additions, he told you to change this to the wait for child to fix the bug, and line 58, you use wait for child. But what I wanted to show here is if you wanted to have a label above these, like here are the NPCs that I worked on, right? I believe this one is chat. So if you wanted to, you can paste this into the head, and I believe in BW King 16's video he made the position 1, right? Yeah, let's either do 1 or 1.5. Let's try 1.5. That looks, yeah, 1.5. Um, and then you can go in and change this, right? See how text scaled is off? I believe if I select this, that scales the text. And then you can just change this to, whatever you want, honestly. But, this is something I was actually quite shocked because I was like, BLB King 16, how did you do that? And, he kind of showed. But see, you can always deselect that and select text scale. Well, you can always just select text scaled as well. But, that kind of helps too. But, this is what the thing does. You just, if you select this plugin, it scales the text for you. You don't have to do text scale, but that's not the main reason to use it. It's the unit conversion and the constraints. But, you can change this to chat. Or wait, that didn't work. Chat. You've got that. That way when you go over, shows that. You can even make it a different color too. So if you don't want the standard, you can do that to the shops and all too. You don't have to have the white color. You can actually change it. You can change it to like green or something, right? Or let's do purple. For purple raven. See it works. You can do that. Well, I'll use the other color, yellow. It's kind of hard to see that one. But you get what I'm talking about. See it? You can see it here. You can do it with these as well. Oh, and if you ever wonder about how you want to customize your if you ever want to like customize your UI, actually there's a third one. There's a third plugin. or actually, here's another plugin that I recommend for y'all. BW King 16 did not recommend this one yet. I'm sure he will once he figures out how this works. Of course, you've got load character. This is how you can easily load in NPCs for quests. Already pro, like I can type in BW King 16. You know, he's right there. I can spawn him. There he is. And then you know what you can do is you just load him into the you know the NPC, you know, the talking. You put the info script, and then you know the way you disable the text right there is you go under humanoid, where it says viewer, under display, you say none. That gets rid of the text up there. And then under the head, you just paste the attachment, make this 1 or 1.5, either way. And, you know, you can you can go in and, yeah, I might call him Alfix. See? And then, you know, you can change his color. I'll change it to blue. There you go. Easy. Right there. Um, yeah. There's another thing too, like with the shops. Yeah. With the I guess I guess I could show you the shop tutorial. So or the GUI. So under game config, there's something called ColorTheme. What you want to do is, if you want to customize it, you move it to starter GUI. For some reason, it's not showing. You have to enable it, I guess. And you can go in and change those. You can change the colors. Primary, secondary overlay, and you know those are going to be mainly used for like your inventory and all. But that's if you want to have a custom. Yeah, and then sometimes that can cause a bug with the shops. Like right now the shops work, but in some cases the shops may not work. So what you can do is in the UI there's something called shop. What you want to do, and I'm gonna go ahead and convert to my face right now as I get the thing up, but I gotta pull up my games to show you. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my game and just I guess show how you can. What I'm about to show you is so the way the shops work is usually you go into the config and you know you select a color. What I'm about to show you is an alternate way you can do it. This will erase the need to set a color for the shops, and instead the shops will sync to your color theme. But so the way you do this is, and I'm getting it up very soon. I just gotta I gotta find it now. With the crafting is the same way, but with pawn you have to remember to do it to shot to background too. Um, I'm just trying to find it. You have to change the script itself. Where did I put it? It's under shop GUI script. Okay. All you have to do is you have to say so okay, I think I got it. I think I know how to explain it. So all you have to do is yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show it. So all you have to do is there is a comment shortcut that I taught BW King 16. If you do Control Slash, it comments all these out. It will cause a bug, but all you have to do is say local primary equals base color dot primary. You just have to do that, and what this does is so the code that I commented out. And if you do alt click, or you can do Control Alt and the arrows, you can do multi-line editing. But secondary, right? And then right here is background. What this will do is you know how when I select the shops and it shows the color right here. So normally when you select this color, this is the color that will show up. This is normally the color that will show up when you select the shop. So that comes from the commented code. What I just did is changed it so that this color isn't even needed anymore. I mean, you still need it here in the script or in the config, or the script won't work, but it doesn't matter what you set this to, because what I just showed you how to change is if you just wanted to use your color theme instead to match the color of your inventory. You just do the same to pawn and crafting. So if I go under starter GUI and I go to see if I go to shop, as I just showed, this base color thing here is it's basically using the base color with the color that you set it. What I just changed it to right here was I just changed it to just strictly use your background. But basically you just want to copy this code right here and go into the crafting. I recommend to do craft next because it's the exact same. There's no background too. Comment this out or remove it. Either way, just paste it in here. You're done. Now, for pawn, there is one extra step you have to do. For pawn, there's a background too. So right here. So what you have to do is it's really not that hard. You just do that, and then you say local background 2 equals space color dot background 2. Very simple. And now if I talk to the shops, they won't be in their colors anymore that you set it. It will now be in the see if I talk. See, it matches the your interface, all of them. See it? But this is just an alternate way to do your shops if you want to. It's very cool actually. And I guess back to the plugins, right? Tool grip editor, the way that tool grip works is if I were to select, let's say, a sword, it can be anything with, it can be any tool with a part that's got that's named handle. And what that does is I think you have to pay like 500 Robux for tool grip editor. It's not free. But like if I select the key, for example, right, I can edit the tool grip. And let me go ahead and just make a duplicate. Let's say test. With how this works, you can actually edit the tool grip, and see here it actually shows the key and where the guy's hand is. I can move it up and down and see it actually moves it farther away. You can move it side to side. You can even move it forward and back, and see it even shows how it's doing with the image. You can even rotate the grip, right? And it shows exactly how it's going to look with the key. And this is a very useful plugin, especially for RPG games where you're going to use weapons like almost all the time. And that's about it. And if you are done, you just deselect the handle and it gets rid of it. I'm going to get rid of the test just because I kind of messed up the handle. But now for brick cutter, let's say you want to have a big part, right? Let's say you insert part right here. Um, let's say you have a big part and you want to make a doorway, right, or something. This plugin right here, brick cutter, it allows you to it basically allows you to okay, this double axis is a little bit weird. I don't know why that's not working. Oh, it works. So you can do this is a double snap. So if I do that now, if I were to select it, it's in 4 equal parts. Very cool, right? So I've just divided them into 4 parts. Now, let's say you had this part, right, and you wanted to make a door. You just do a single axis cut, and if you wanted to do it long ways, you can do it from this side, right? Um, but if you do it from here, which you may have to go up to get it to switch, you just do that. That cut it into 2 different parts. You just move this like that, and you've got yourself a door. And then, I could duplicate another part like this. I could move this here and scale this up, and you've got yourself a little door. And yeah, it's a very, I recommend you to get this plugin, the Brick Cutter. You can always just search for plugins and you can find these plugins. Oh, this view sounds thing, it allows you to discover assets. If you keep getting the asset errors, you can use this plugin to figure out what audio is being used in your game, and I guess how maybe to delete it. Oh, and then there's a yeah, Moon Animator is if you want to make movies. These things will fall down, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I did also show the shop thing. So if you want to see more in this series, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to check out BW King 16 for more on the playlist, and be sure to check out the other cool mates. And till next time, Wayne Coast out.